stop drinking your water and just leaving it at that. I know how strange that sounds because for years you've been told the same thing: drink more water, stay hydrated, your skin will thank you. And that advice isn't wrong. Water matters. But here's what almost nobody explains clearly. After 60, plain water on its own can only do part of the job your skin actually needs done. The rest comes down to a handful of simple, inexpensive additions that turn your daily glass of water from passive hydration into something that actively supports your skin's own collagen-building machinery. Today, I'm walking you through 5 of them, why each one matters at a biological level, and how to actually use them. Stay with me because the 5th one is the combination I recommend more than any other, and it involves 2 ingredients most people would never think to put in the same glass. I spent decades looking at how nutrition and everyday habits interact with the way our bodies age, especially skin. Nothing I'm sharing today is trendy wellness talk. It's grounded in how collagen is actually built and broken down in your body, and it's shaped the way I talk with almost every patient I see over 60. Before we get into the list, let's talk about why plain water stops being enough as you get older, because understanding that will make everything else land with more weight. Starting around your 30s, your body's natural collagen production begins a slow, steady decline. By the time most people reach their mid-60s, they've lost a meaningful portion of the collagen that once gave their skin its structure, its bounce, its ability to snap back after you smile or squint. And this isn't just cosmetic. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your entire body. It's the scaffolding for your skin, your joints, your blood vessels. When it breaks down faster than your body replaces it, and after 60 it generally does, the results show up in the mirror. At the same time, your skin's natural hyaluronic acid production also declines with age. Hyaluronic acid is what holds water inside your skin cells. So even if you're drinking plenty of water, your skin may still feel dry, tight, papery, because the machinery that used to trap that moisture inside isn't working at full capacity anymore. And third, the fibroblasts in your skin, the cells responsible for actually producing collagen, don't disappear as you age, but they do slow down. They still want to do their job. They're just working with fewer raw materials and weaker biological signals telling them to get moving. The most direct way to hand them what they need is through what you drink every day. So let's count down 5 additions from genuinely helpful to the one I consider the most powerful combination for supporting skin health after 60. Number 5 is something so simple and so inexpensive that I'm honestly surprised it isn't already standard practice. Fresh lemon juice. Not lemon-flavored water, not lemon extract, the real thing. Half a fresh lemon squeezed into about 12 ounces of room temperature or warm water first thing in the morning. Here's why it matters. Your body cannot build collagen without vitamin C. That's not a wellness opinion, that's basic biochemistry. Vitamin C is required for a specific step in collagen production called hydroxylation, where 2 amino acids, proline and lysine, get chemically modified so collagen fibers can form their strong, stable triple helix structure. Without enough vitamin C, the collagen your body attempts to build ends up weaker and less stable. Think of vitamin C as the staple holding the whole structure together. Take the staple away, and things don't hold their shape. As you get older, your skin's ability to hold on to and use vitamin C from your diet also tends to decline, even when your blood levels look perfectly normal. So it's entirely possible to eat reasonably well and still be running low on vitamin C, specifically at the skin level, right where it's needed most. Fresh lemon juice has an added advantage here. The white, pithy part of citrus fruit contains a compound called hesperidin, which appears to help vitamin C actually get absorbed into skin tissue rather than just circulating through your system. Think of vitamin C as a package, and hesperidin as the delivery driver that makes sure it actually reaches your fibroblasts where collagen gets made. The habit itself is simple. Every morning, before coffee, before breakfast, squeeze half a fresh lemon into warm, not hot water. Hot water can degrade vitamin C. Skip the sugar, sip it slowly, and if you're on medications that interact with citrus, certain statins and some blood pressure medications can, check with your doctor before making this a daily habit. Later in the day, foods like bell peppers, kiwi, and strawberries can help keep your vitamin C levels up through the rest of the day. What matters most here is consistency. Your fibroblasts need a steady daily supply, not one large dose once a week. Number 4 is something most of my patients have never even heard of in the context of skin health, and yet it plays a real structural role: silica. Now, before you picture glass and electronics, know that biological silica is a completely different thing from industrial silicon. Biological silica is a trace mineral your body actually uses, and it plays a role in activating an enzyme involved in collagen cross-linking, the process that gives collagen fibers their strength and resistance to breaking down. Picture cross-linking like the rivets holding steel beams together in a bridge. Without enough rivets, even well-formed beams can't bear real weight. Without enough silica, even collagen your body successfully builds ends up more fragile than it should be. Your body's silica levels tend to peak in your 20s and decline steadily after that. So by your mid-60s, there's simply less available in your skin and connective tissue than there used to be. A practical way to bring more in is through silica-rich mineral water, aiming for roughly 16 ounces a day. Some mineral water brands list silica or silicon dioxide content on the label, so it's worth checking. Not every bottle of water contains meaningful amounts. If that's hard to find where you live, food-grade silica supplements are another option, and it's worth asking your pharmacist or doctor about an appropriate dose for you. One helpful pairing here: drink your silica-rich water alongside a meal that includes glycine-rich foods, things like bone broth, skin on poultry, or gelatin. Glycine is one of the core building blocks of collagen itself, so you're supplying both the raw material and some of the support your body needs to use it well. We're at number 3 now, and before I get into it, I want to ask you something directly. If this is the kind of information that actually feels useful to you, real science explained in plain language instead of vague promises, take 2 seconds and hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. This channel exists specifically for people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who deserve clear, honest health information without the sales pitch. It genuinely helps more people find this when you do that. Thank you. Number 3 surprises almost everyone I mention it to, because most people only know aloe vera as something you rub on a sunburn. Far fewer people know what it may do when you drink it instead, specifically the clear inner leaf gel, not the outer layer, not the bitter yellow latex just beneath the skin. Aloe vera's inner leaf gel contains a polysaccharide compound called ace-mannan, and early research suggests it may help stimulate fibroblast activity, essentially encouraging more of your skin's collagen-producing cells to stay active. That matters because one of the challenges of aging skin isn't just that individual fibroblasts slow down, it's that the total number of active fibroblasts in your skin tends to decrease over the decades. Fewer active cells means less collagen production, no matter how efficient each cell is. Aloe also contains plant sterols with anti-inflammatory properties, which may help calm the kind of low-grade chronic inflammation that can accelerate collagen breakdown over time. If you want to try this, look specifically for products labeled inner fillet, inner leaf, or decolorized and purified, since the outer latex layer can cause digestive irritation, especially for older adults. A common approach is about 2 tablespoons of food-grade inner leaf aloe gel dissolved in 8 to 10 ounces of water once daily, ideally in the morning. Some people pair this with a modest daily dose of vitamin E, since the two appear to support skin health through slightly different complementary pathways. Number 2 is the one that tends to surprise people the most because it doesn't sound like a beauty routine at all. Bone broth, not as a soup you have occasionally, but as a warm daily drink you treat with the same intention as any other health habit. When bones and connective tissue simmer for a long time in slightly acidified water, the collagen inside dissolves into the liquid as gelatin, which is simply collagen that's been unwound by heat. When you drink that broth, your digestive system breaks the gelatin down into small peptide fragments, tiny chains of amino acids known as collagen peptides. Here's the interesting part. Research suggests some of these collagen peptides can be absorbed largely intact through the gut wall and circulate through the bloodstream, where they may act almost like a signal to your fibroblasts, essentially indicating that collagen somewhere in the body is breaking down and prompting your cells to produce more to compensate. In a sense, drinking bone broth may be nudging your body's own repair response into gear. Beyond the peptides themselves, bone broth made from joints is also a natural source of hyaluronic acid, the same moisture-retaining compound used in dermatology offices here in food form, along with minerals like calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and sulfur, all of which support the enzymatic processes your fibroblasts rely on to actually build and stabilize collagen. These are things plain water simply doesn't provide, no matter how much of it you drink. If you want to make your own, simmering beef knuckle bones, chicken feet, or oxtail with a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar for 12 to 24 hours helps draw more collagen and minerals out of the bone into the liquid, since the acidity speeds that process along. Strain it, refrigerate it overnight, skim off the solidified fat in the morning, and drink about a cup warm once a day. If homemade isn't realistic for you, a good quality store-bought bone broth or a hydrolyzed collagen peptide powder is a reasonable substitute. Look for one listing at least 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen per serving. Adding a bit of fresh ginger is a nice touch too, since compounds in ginger may help inhibit some of the enzymes responsible for breaking collagen down, so you're supporting production and discouraging destruction in the same cup. And now, number 1, the pairing I recommend to more patients over 70 than anything else on this list. It isn't a single ingredient, it's a combination. Hydrolyzed marine collagen peptides dissolved in cold brewed green tea. Let me walk you through why each half matters and why together they may do more than either would alone. Marine collagen comes from the skin and connective tissue of fish, and it's largely type 1 collagen, which happens to be the dominant collagen type in human skin. Your skin can't use whole collagen directly. What it can use are the small peptide fragments left after collagen has been broken down, which is exactly the form hydrolyzed marine collagen powder is already in. There's essentially no digestion step required. It's ready to be absorbed. A reasonable daily target, based on the research reviewed across a number of studies in older adults, is somewhere around 10 to 15 grams of hydrolyzed marine collagen peptides per day, dissolved into a beverage of your choice. This is where the green tea comes in. Green tea's primary active compound, a catechin called EGCG, is one of the more well-studied antioxidants in nutrition science. But its role here isn't just as an antioxidant. Some research suggests EGCG may help activate cellular pathways in fibroblasts that are involved in ramping up collagen production, essentially making those cells more responsive to the collagen peptide signals circulating from what you just drank. Picture the collagen peptides as a message being sent to your fibroblasts, and EGCG as something that helps that message come through more clearly. There's also evidence that EGCG may help inhibit some of the enzymes responsible for breaking existing collagen down, meaning it isn't just supporting new collagen production, it may also be helping protect what you already have. Put together, this drink is doing several things at once, delivering peptide building blocks your fibroblasts can use, potentially making those cells more responsive to that signal, and possibly helping slow the ongoing breakdown of existing collagen, on top of the antioxidant support green tea is already known for. That's a meaningfully different effect than either ingredient offers on its own. To prepare it, cold brew a liter of green tea using 4 to 6 tea bags or a couple tablespoons of loose leaf tea, letting it steep in the refrigerator overnight, roughly 8 to 12 hours. Cold brewing tends to extract more EGCG while pulling out less of the bitterness and tannins that some people find harsh, which also makes it easier on digestion. In the morning, stir about 12 grams of hydrolyzed marine collagen peptide powder into 12 ounces of your cold brew tea. Drinking it on an empty stomach or with a very light breakfast may improve absorption compared to having it with a heavy meal. Give it at least 6 to 8 weeks of consistent daily use before judging results. Most people notice a difference in how their skin feels, its density and texture, before they necessarily see a dramatic visual change. Some people also pair this with a standardized grapeseed extract supplement, since compounds in grapeseed extract may help reinforce the cross-linking of collagen fibers, essentially acting like the mortar that holds newly built structure together. If collagen peptides are the bricks, and EGCG is nudging your fibroblasts to lay more of them, grapeseed extract may be part of what helps the structure hold. Here's what I want you to walk away with. Aging skin isn't something you're simply stuck enduring. The decline in collagen, in hyaluronic acid, in fibroblast activity, all of that is real, but none of it is a closed door. Your fibroblasts aren't gone and they aren't broken. They're simply waiting for better raw materials and clearer signals to do the work they're built to do. And a meaningful part of that starts with something as ordinary as what you choose to put in your water every single day. Whether you're 62 or 82, whether you're managing other health conditions or feeling great, it's not too late to make a change that supports your skin from the inside. Talk to your doctor before adding anything new, especially if you're on medication, and take these ideas to that conversation with confidence, because you deserve to walk in informed, not just hopeful. If today's video gave you even one thing you didn't know before, hit subscribe, tap a notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next, and give this video a thumbs up. This channel is built for people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who want real, straightforward health information without the hype and without anyone trying to sell them something. And down in the comments, tell me which of these 5 you're going to try first, and your age. I read every single comment. Take care of yourself. It's carried you this far, and with the right habits, it's going to carry you a lot further.